worksheet we could do maybe stats actually. So there's 4 sections on here. I'll do the first one. We'll kind of do the second one together. I'll have you try it. We'll check it, and then the third and fourth will be for you guys. So what they like to do on these is tell you to isolate like a row or a column. So they'll use the wording is probably the hardest part for most people, but they'll somehow tell you only look in the no allergies category, and now what's the probability that it's fall, for example. Or only look in the summer category, and then find the probability. So like number 1, find the probability of randomly choosing a student whose favorite season is winter. So if their favorite season is winter, then I know I'm only looking at those people. So how many people am I working with? 14. So everything else in the chart doesn't matter. And I want the probability that they have allergies. So I know I'm working with 14 people. Out of those 14 people, how many have allergies? 5, right? So that's it. But that can be a little more confusing than for some people than it looks. Alright, find the probability that a student without allergies, so like these just go away now. Likes either spring or summer. Well, how many people don't have allergies? You find the total first, you put it on the bottom. So how many don't have allergies? 55. And then out of those people, how many are either spring or summer? So you gotta add those 2 up. Would be the 7 plus the 23, right? See where I'm getting that from? So that answer would be 30 out of 55. Does that make sense what I'm doing on these? Okay. Find the probability a randomly selected student has allergies. So now they're not saying like a student who is this or a student who's this. They're just saying a student. So how many students are there? 93. That's like the whole table. There's 93 in there. And out of all those students, so the whole table still, how many have allergies? Is the 38 from the allergy company. Two questions. Have you ever been taught this?
No. This is the stuff that you bring up on the SAT.
Second thing,
All the
do you
time.
recognize it from the SAT?
Yeah.
That was my second question. Okay. This is helpful. Okay. So find the probability that randomly chosen student, not a randomly chosen student. So randomly chosen student. So that's like the baseline. So how many students are there? There's 93. Because they didn't say like a student who prefers winter or who has allergies. It's just a student prefers spring and has allergies. So now you're looking at, out of all the table, how many people are in the spring and allergies spot? There's these 6 right here, yep. So you're like overlapping, it's gotta be spring and has allergies. So it's 6. Please stop me if I can like go through another one again or explain a different way. Alright, so 5. Find the probability that a randomly selected student. So again, that's like my baseline. That's what I start with. That's what goes to the bottom. So how many students are there? It's 93. Oh, no. I didn't read far enough. Sorry. Has a favorite season of fall if we know they have no allergies. I didn't get to that sentence. So if we know they have no allergies, those 2 don't matter anymore exactly. So how many students do we know have no allergies? Is 55, and then out of those 55, how many have a favorite season of fall? 16, right? That's 16 out of 55. They usually leave them, I think, remembering, right? Like as fractions, right, on the SAT. I mean, you could divide it in a decimal too. But... Alright, so try 2. Then I'll go through it with you. in a few minutes. Okay, so find the probability of randomly selected ninth grader. So right there, I'm already looking at that, and then uses a bike. So how many ninth graders are there? It's 51. Uses a bike is 20. So show of hands, how many have 20 out of 51 there? Okay, cool. Find the probability that a student uses a car. So they're not saying, like, I know they're a ninth grader, I know they use a bike, but any student. And there are 280 students. Out of those 280 students, 187 of them use a car. Find the probability that a 10th grader, so that narrows it down right there. I'm only looking at 10th graders. Look at this row. There are 46 10th graders. How many of them use a bike? 17. You okay? Randomly selected student is a 12th grader with a car. So I don't know anything. I just know it's a random student. So there's 280 of those. Then a 12th grader with a car, I gotta look at like where both of those match. So that's this 37 right here. 37 out of 280. But the probability that a student is a 10th grader, so a student is all I know. There's 280 of those. And as a 10th grader, there are 46 of those. And then a randomly selected other. So I know I'm in the others category, which means there's 23 of them. Is in 12th grade. So only one. How many got that whole page right, or you just missed one? Okay. Questions on it? So it's not bad? Alright, do the next two pages. And you have one Khan Academy section for today. Like this is now, like you get a couple days to do it. Like that's part of today's deal. That's what I got for the third page. If you want to check it. Justin's. Raise your hand if you have chores at your house. Just curious. Raise your hand if you have a curfew. Just curious. So there's answers to 3, and you can check them.